And so this is the year that the storehouses of God, and I'm expediently getting through this thing. The storehouses of God opened up the storehouses and emptied them towards the earth. What you see going on in the weather is in the atmosphere is earth reacting to the emptying of heaven. The earth is reaching and convulsing because heaven has emptied towards her. Now what has been emptied out has to come through the enemy's atmosphere. In the book of Daniel, it says that the angel finally makes it to Daniel and tells Daniel, Daniel, on the day that you prayed, your blessing was released. But I had to fight, come on here, to get it to you. And I was held up by the prince of Persia, which we know is symbolic of Satan himself. He, for some reason, thought he had a right to hold up your blessing. There's an atmosphere between the atmosphere that we dwell in and the atmosphere from which your storehouses is empty. There's an atmosphere that belongs to Satan. And before it can come to you, it's got to get through that. It says, but then Daniel did not stop praying for what he had requested, because he knew what he was requesting was not in the earth. It was not a need. It was a surplus. It was going to take God to do what Daniel needed God to do. So Daniel, they threatened Daniel and all of that. Daniel made it even worse. He threw open the windows to the east and began to pray and open. He no longer hid in the secret closet. See, it's a time to pray in the closet, and it's a time to just get out in the open and call Satan what he is, Satan. This is not the season of the closet prayer, because it's a season of intercession. Closet prayer is about you. Intercession is about somebody else. It's the season to intercede on behalf of the storehouses and your brothers and your sisters. You're going to have to get out there. Now take that private thing to the closet. Oh my goodness. Come on. He fixing it right. So the storehouse is empty. And all of this shifting, if you study, the rabbis already knew what was coming. When you study the Talmud and the writings, the holy writings of the Jewish people, they already knew what the year. They knew that the earth would have to adjust herself because it was a year that the moons were going to be out of alignment, that the very all of the stars, there's so many things going on in the atmosphere of earth. Earth is only responding to what heaven has sent. How is it the earth knows to convulse and we don't fear God? Come on here. The floods and the rains and snowing in places last year that had never snowed, it's all the earth responding to the emptying of heaven. And all that stuff is swirling around in an atmosphere, but we still over here with petty stuff. God, I need a promotion on my job. God, I don't make enough money. God, my children acting up. God, I need a new pair of shoes. God, I need my light bill paid. The whole time the enemy over there with your stuff, holding on to it, because he even realized he was legally, Eliza. The enemy cannot do nothing to you that he did not get permission to do. Well, I can't believe that God gave him permission. God didn't sanction it, but when the enemy acts for you, he acts with legalities. It's somewhere you have exposed yourself, or it is God allowing him to try you. It's something to be presented to Satan, and God said, try him out. See, we just well in the morning, what have I done wrong, Lord? Lord, what has happened? Don't you know some of us have been presented to Satan and said, have you tried my servant, Melvin? Because God already know you're not going to fail. He realized that in a minute you're going to get it together and you're going to come through as pure gold. And so somewhere, and anytime things go wrong in my life, I bet, okay, Sheldon, somewhere you are ignorant, you open yourself up. Because this would never have been allowed to come against you unless you were out of alignment. The enemy already knows that he can't, oh, Satan sucker punch. You don't sucker punch nobody, baby. The only sucker in this was you, because you were ignorant of how he operates. He has to get permission. He cannot touch you